Spectrum Internet sucks. I could complain about the ever-increasing prices, how it seems to be getting more and more expensive, how they keep price gouging it and everything. And that is a valid and legit thing to complain about, and that is annoying, but that's not what I'm really annoyed by, honestly. What really annoys me and what's really frustrating about Spectrum Internet is the inconsistency, especially when it comes to the outages, whenever the internet goes out. You'd think, the internet would go out for actual reasons, like bad weather, storms, lines going down, that sort of thing. But no, it's not always like that. Half the time, majority of the time, it seems like Spectrum Internet just goes out randomly with no reason. Like it could be the nicest day, sun shining, no clouds in sight, nothing, and it'll just go out randomly. And it's just really annoying and frustrating. And more with the inconsistency is how long it's out. Because with these random, inconsistent outages comes with more random, inconsistent times, like how long it's going to be out for. It's never the same. Like you would think it would, with it being a random outage, that maybe it would be out for a couple minutes, 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes, maybe an hour tops. And then it'd be back on. Nope. With Spectrum Internet, sometimes the outages can last up to a minute to like 10 hours. Yeah. It's never consistent. Never. Like recently, a couple days ago actually, we had a random internet outage from Spectrum that lasted from 1 p.m. to 9 a.m. the next morning. 8 hours, pretty much. And we've had ones in the past that have lasted 10 hours. That's why I specifically said 10 hours. Because I think that was the most that's ever been out. At least for us, in this house. And it's never consistent how long it's going to be out. Or when it's going to go out at all. Never consistent. And it's just annoying and frustrating, and to continue with the inconsistency, the way Spectrum notifies you of these outages is usually a text. They usually will send you a text saying, hey, the internet's going to be out and it's going to be out for this long. They give an estimated time, yada yada, blah blah blah. But with this comes more inconsistency, because sometimes it goes past the estimated time and it constantly changes, because of course it does, because it's Spectrum Internet. It's the most inconsistent fucking thing ever. It's never consistent with anything it does. And it's just, yeah. And with even more inconsistency is sometimes they don't even send you this text, this notification that, hey, the internet's going to be out for this long, yada yada, blah blah blah. Sometimes they don't even send it. Like, especially with these random outages, sometimes they don't send it at all, and you never know how long it's going to be out for. It could be a couple minutes or 10 fucking hours. And it's just like, you're never even aware of it, even that it's even going to be out in the first place, because sometimes they don't send a text. They don't notify you. And it's just really annoying and frustrating. It's just so fucking inconsistent, this entire Spectrum internet. It's never consistent with anything, pretty much anything it does. And it's just annoying and frustrating. And honestly, sometimes it makes me want to someday switch providers. And maybe someday I will. Maybe someday it'll finally get to me and finally annoy me and frustrate me too much, and I'll finally switch to something maybe more consistent, hopefully. But yeah, Spectrum internet, you suck. You're the most inconsistent fucking thing I've ever dealt with, honestly. At least when it comes to internet provider stuff. And yeah, fuck you, Spectrum internet.